Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. Before we get started with the reading, I just want to take a second and thank all of my subscribers, all of my supporters, anybody who likes, shares, or comments under my videos. You guys are truly a blessing. I would also like to thank all of my clients who have purchased a reading. You guys are truly a blessing as well, and I appreciate you very much. If you are interested in a private reading, just please head over to my website. I do have it linked below. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas, and I wish you all a very happy, healthy holiday season. Hi Taurus, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of December 21st through the 27th. This is for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising signs. So Taurus, let's get started. All right, Taurus, at the bottom of the deck, I do have the King of Cups. So this could be like a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces around you, Taurus, or just anybody with the King of Cups characteristics. So anybody who's very warm, loving, caring, giving, someone who's very intuitive, someone who has a big heart, who has their emotions under control. This could be your energy, Taurus. For some Tauruses, this could be your energy. And then for other Tauruses, this could be a person around you. Male or female. I don't attach gender to my cards. You have some very interesting cards here, Taurus. I feel like many of the signs this week, they're getting very complex readings. It's very interesting. All right. All right, Taurus, so the overall energy of the entire week for you is actually the Chariot, which is a major arcana card, and it's a great card. It means you're balanced and you're in control. This is also a card that represents travel, and this is the week of Christmas, so you very much, Taurus, can be traveling this week. You could actually be buying or receiving a new car as well. This can represent a new vehicle. But this is actually the highest or the best victory card that you can receive within the entire tarot. This is a card of victory. So, you know, you could be very victorious in some regard this week, Taurus. And in some regard, I mean, this can have something to do with a partnership, whether that be business or romantic. We're starting out with the Two of Cups here, which can be partnerships, business or romantic, or it can even be a friendship. This can be like on a soulmate level. This is a reciprocated love or reciprocated feelings for one another. This is representing a very deep chemistry, a very strong bond. This could be even someone or two people spiritually bonded. Yeah, they can be soulmates, but this is someone who, you know, two people who just are very, very deeply connected with one another. It's a beautiful card. I feel like for those Tauruses that, you know, in regards to either a business partnership or a romantic partnership, if you felt like things were in limbo, or if you felt as though things were not moving forward, because I do have the Hanged Man here. I feel like if you felt stuck or blocked or like things were not moving forward, this could be a week that, you know, you're victorious over this regard, over this issue, I should say. Because, you know, with the Chariot here, I feel like, you know, this is the overall energy. This is an energy that's with you all week. And I feel like, you know, this could be the week that if you felt stuck, or perhaps like things weren't happening, things aren't moving forward like you would like in regards to a partnership, you know, this could be a week that you're victorious. Because sometimes, depending on the other cards around it, sometimes the Five of Swords card for me, I honestly can see this card sometimes as you being victorious. Yes, I know it sounds weird, but that's the feeling I get from this card sometimes. It is normally a card of deceit or conflicts. It can be you exchanging words with people or with someone else, and just having like some sort of loss or sadness, or it can also represent short-lived victories. So for me, sometimes though, I see this card as you maybe coming out victorious. Not necessarily like a short-lived victory, but you perhaps maybe cutting or getting to the truth of a matter, and you actually being quite victorious with, not quite, but you being victorious with something. And then with the Chariot next to it, kind of makes it like, yeah, quite victorious, like very victorious, you know, in regards to like, so, you know, I can see this card like that sometimes, but now that the Chariot is here as well, it totally like takes this to another level for me. And for some of you, this is definitely in regards to finance or career, because I do have the King of Pentacles here, which I feel like is very much probably your energy, Taurus. But this also can be, you know, just simply representing, you know, a business partnership, or maybe in some regard, you maybe within like your finances or financially, you might have felt like stuck. And now, you know, maybe you're entering into this partnership, or you're moving forward with this partnership. The King of Pentacles is very grounded, very practical. He's a very good businessman, though. He makes very good business decisions. And he does represent like financial abundance. So I feel like if this is something financial, I feel like you are moving towards, you know, financial abundance. This is, you know, financially, I feel like this week is very good for you, Taurus. And then in other regards, I feel like this can be another person around you. I feel like this can be another earth sign person. So, you know, another Taurus or Virgo or Capricorn, or just anybody with the King of Pentacles characteristics. I feel like this could even be someone you're entering a partnership with, or perhaps maybe something was stalled with this person in the past. And maybe it's because you had words with them, or just maybe, you know, one of you were taking like a break or something like that. It could really be many different things, but this could be the week that, you know, this moves forward. Because for me, the Chariot is also an energy of forward movement. It's things happening. It's you moving forward in some sense. And, you know, I always look at how the cards are, you know, interacting with one another. And this page over here is looking directly over at this situation. So this could be you, Taurus. This could be another person, or vice versa. So I feel like there's two earth signs, or two people that are very grounded, very practical. You know, they have great business sense. They're very well-rounded, two individuals here. And I feel like one of them is you, Taurus, obviously. And then, you know, I feel like this is either a business partner, or perhaps like your spouse, your romantic partner. And, you know, this particular page of Pentacles is looking directly over at this situation. So you could be receiving news this week in regards to this. You know, pages are news, they're communication, they're messages coming in. And, you know, if this is messages and communication or news coming in for you, Taurus, I feel like this is going to be something that you're very, very happy about. This is you being very happy, you being very emotionally fulfilled with this, because directly on top of the Page of Pentacles, I do have the Ten of Cups, which is emotional abundance. This is happiness. This is spending time with family and friends. This is your cups runneth over. This is just a beautiful, beautiful card. So I feel like, Taurus, this is the week of Christmas, and there could be some Tauruses that are literally traveling, perhaps maybe to spend time with their family or friends, and it's going to be a very joyous time. I feel like this is going to be something very, very beautiful. But, you know, other Tauruses can be perhaps maybe, you know, receiving this news or communication in regards to, you know, this can be business or perhaps romantic news. You know, sometimes when people are starting new relationships with an earth sign, sometimes this is the card that I do pull if that person is an earth sign. Very interesting, but I do tend to pull the Page of Pentacles when people are getting into a relationship with an earth sign. So, you know, for some of you, you know, you could maybe meet another earth sign this week, and actually you could be getting into a partnership with an earth sign. And then for others of you, you know, it could be a person with those characteristics, but perhaps maybe they're a water sign. And I feel like if you've had to be defensive with something, Taurus, because I have the Seven of Rods here, I feel like this is you standing your ground in regards to something. And maybe it's something to do with the situation over here, with you having, you know, with you feeling stuck and not moving forward. The Seven of Rods is like a warrior card for me, and it represents a person who can be very defensive, but this person is also standing their ground. They're standing up for what they want. They're standing up for themselves. They're standing up for what they believe in. And, you know, with this person being very courageous like that, this person actually will be successful. They will achieve what it is that they desire. And I feel like if you felt as though you were stuck and things weren't moving forward, but you maintained standing your ground in some regard, I feel like it will pay off. And that's why I have the Chariot here as, you know, the victory card. A victory card is the overall energy. The wheel is turning finally, because directly underneath the Seven of Rods I have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a very fortunate, very blessed energy. So I feel like because you stood your ground, Taurus, with whatever this is, because you stood your ground, is perhaps maybe why, you know, you're being victorious, why you're coming out on top, and why maybe, you know, things are starting to move forward. The wheel is turning, a cycle is coming to completion, and now a new cycle is beginning. All right, Taurus, so because it is the week of Christmas, I decided to actually use the Archangel Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue for these weekly readings. So let me pull you an additional guidance card just to see if there's any additional messages that Spirit has for you, Taurus. So please show me an additional message for Taurus. Taurus, 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 Taurus. Please show me an additional message for Taurus. All right, Taurus. Wow, this is a beautiful card, Taurus. It's remember who you are. And I feel like this particular week, Taurus, you will be working with Archangel Michael. And he says you are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. Oh my, this is so beautiful, Taurus. So beautiful. So Taurus, remember who you are. You are powerful. You are loving. You are a creative child of God, and you are very loved. Okay, Taurus? I think that because you stood your ground for so long with whatever this is, I feel like this is the week it's going to pay off for you. Yeah, just stay this beautiful person who you have been. Just stay exactly who you are. Yes, and just enjoy your week, Taurus. I do wish you a wonderful week and a very Merry Christmas.